Human rights in Israel is a controversial topic. On one side, the rhetoric of anti-Zionist activists presents Israel as an apartheid state. On the other side, pro-Israel activists argue positively for the only democracy in the Middle East, presenting it as a human rights utopia in comparison to its Arab neighbors. However, the reality is more nuanced. The first argument claims Israel as an anti-Arab apartheid regime. However, Israeli Arabs work within the highest positions of Israeli society, including doctors, lawyers, Supreme Court justices, and even as part of the parliament, all of which is antithetical to apartheid social structures. However, this is not to say that official discrimination against Arabs is non-existent. In fact, in some cases, the government is less likely to approve building permits within Arab communities and more likely to demolish illegal buildings. Additionally, Arab towns are often omitted from social and economic governmental plans. Israeli Arabs are not mandatorily drafted into the IDF. They therefore do not receive the economic and social benefits brought by military service in Israeli society. As such, although Israel is absolutely not an apartheid regime, there is still a need to promote corrective action to fix injustices, just as in most other Western countries. The second argument finds foundation in Israel's basic laws, which are sacrosanct and are upheld by an independent Supreme Court in every instance. As such, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom from discrimination based on race, sex, or sexual preference are all constitutionally upheld. As a result, a 2012 IMD survey ranked Israel to be 11th of 59 countries in regards to women's participation in the workforce. Additionally, Israel is the only country in the Middle East that has passed laws banning discrimination against the LGBTQ+ community. However, despite these freedoms being legally affirmed, there is still progress to be made in the social and cultural arenas as Israel attempts to balance the interests and values of its vastly different social groups: the ultra-Orthodox, the religious, the traditional, and the secular thinkers.